We've talked about Bitcoin, altcoins, and wallets, but none of it exists without the ingenious technology underneath it all, the blockchain. The question is, how does this digital engine turn money you can't touch into something the world can trust? Welcome back to Russell AI Investor. At its core, the blockchain solves one ancient problem: trust. When you send money through a traditional bank, you trust the bank's central computer to record the transaction accurately. The blockchain replaces that single trusted middleman with a global network of transparency. Let's break down the magic piece by piece. Forget the term blockchain for a second. Think of it as a distributed digital ledger, centralized the bank way. Imagine one person in a village. The ledger man keeps the only notebook of who owes what. If the ledger man cheats or gets robbed, the whole village economy is compromised. Decentralized the blockchain way. Now imagine every single person in the village has an identical copy of that notebook. If someone wants to make a transaction, I send you 500, everyone writes it down in their copy. If any one person tries to erase or change an entry in their copy, everyone else's copy is rejected. This is decentralization. No single entity controls the data. Every participant node holds a copy, making it virtually impossible to cheat or tamper with the record. How does the network organize all those transactions? They are bundled into blocks. The block. A block is simply a batch of verified transactions, like one full page in the village notebook. Once that page is full, it gets sealed and added to the chain. The chain, the cryptographic hash, this is the genius part. Before a block is added, the computer runs all the data through a complex algorithm to generate a unique digital fingerprint called a hash. This hash is a fixed string of numbers and letters. If you change even one period in the data, the hash changes completely. Crucially, this hash is included in the next block. This links the blocks together in an unbreakable chain. If a hacker tries to go back and change a transaction in block 5, the hash for block 5 instantly changes. But since the original hash is embedded in block 6, the network immediately knows the change is illegitimate and rejects it. That chain of cryptographic hashes is what makes the blockchain immutable, unchangeable. Before a new block is added to the chain, the decentralized network must agree that all the transactions are valid and the hash is correct. This is called the consensus mechanism. Proof of work, POW, Bitcoin, nodes, miners compete to solve a complex puzzle to create the hash. The first one to solve it wins the right to add the block and gets a reward, Bitcoin. This takes massive computing power. Proof of stake, POS, for Ethereum, nodes, validators are chosen to create the block based on the amount of cryptocurrency they already hold, their stake. This is faster and uses less energy. Regardless of the method, the result is the same. The entire network agrees on the one, single, accurate version of the truth before the block is added. The blockchain is not just a passing trend, it's a revolution in how we store data and establish trust. It's a decentralized notebook where transactions are bundled into blocks, secured by a unique digital fingerprint called a hash, and verified by a global network. This technology is the foundation of your crypto investments. Understanding it is your key to identifying legitimate projects and knowing why your assets, when secured with your private key, are safer than ever before. If you feel like you finally understand the simple genius of the blockchain, hit that like button. Subscribe to Russell AI Investor for more clear, smart breakdowns of the technology building the future of finance. Walk good.